And welcome back once again. My name is James Henderson, coming to you live from where else? The place where it all got started, here at MalairteBitcoin.com. It is November 25th, the day after half the people in America just gained about 10 pounds. That's right, we're talking about Thanksgiving and Black Friday now. So, what's going on with Black Friday? What's the state of the economy? Are shoppers going nuts? Who knows? But I do know one thing. I do know that Bitcoin is very healthy. The altcoins are going up, and the Nasdaq is to build a blockchain voting system for security deposit straits. We also know that Bitstamp is to launch Bitcoin Cash trading pairs in December, and what else? The the Rosenfeld Bank has enlisted in R3, the blockchain consortium. Hey, we're going to go through that and more. And what's the state of Bitcoin next on MalairteBitcoin.com. All right, so what we do know that the MVIS Crypto Compare Digital Assets 10, which is the top 10, you know, altcoins that are out there that are sitting on top of Bitcoin, has closed with the gain of 8.42%. What does that mean? Well, let's go with what's been going on, and let's start. This thing is the NVIS is starting to see a pattern in its market. So every time Bitcoin shoots straight up, the NVIS drops about 10 points, or actually one divided by 8.27%. So that's the number. So when the market goes up, if you could buy puts on this thing, you would want to. But every time the Bitcoin stables or drops down a little bit, the MVIS crypto to compare digital assets actually rises 6.3%. So that's a good thing. So with the market, with the Bitcoin market actually being stable, the altcoin industry is actually now going back up. It's funny how this whole thing works, because Bitcoin goes up, the altcoins go down. Bitcoin stables out, the altcoins are now playing catch up. So if you had a lot of catch up yesterday, your vitamin C intake is actually up. Now your sugar intake, that's a different story. So what's going on with the market? We do know that that Bitcoin has a gain of 1.6%, so it's going up, and we do know that people here in the whole Bitcoin world are starting to buy Bitcoins for their loved ones instead of presents. It's a weird phenomenon, but that's what's actually going on in today's market. We're actually seeing a lot of really cool things. So here at MalairteBitcoin.com, we're actually seeing a lot of things that haven't been selling in a couple days starting to sell off now, and so we're buying and selling. The industry is doing very well, and if you're looking to actually to get into a Bitcoin fund, I'm starting an exchange here pretty soon to where I can guarantee 7% a month off of your investments. You know, that's your bank is only offering you what, 0.03% or less than that. So trust me, folks, this industry, for people who want something stable, we're guaranteeing 7% off of our finance. So with that said, at this time, Bitcoin price is currently hovering around 8,200. It's down right now. In fact, it is hovering around 81.86. So it'll be going up, it'll be going down. Just the industry's absolutely wonderful. And I've been buying and selling it all day, and it's giving me a headache from what I'm seeing here. Or either that, it was the wine that I had yesterday. I digress. So with the Bitcoin USD market representing only 21.5%, we know the second is Japan, and it's hovering around, it's taking 60% of the market from Japan's currency back to Bitcoin. So even though the United States plays a big market mover, it's the people who don't have faith in their own currency that is really moving the market. So earlier this week, Ethereum has published, its initial version of its Casper protocol update, which was the first, presented at, DevCon 3 earlier this month. So, good news about all your Ethereum guys. The Ethereum market is now above $400. We've been waiting for this thing to happen since Moses walked, parted the Red Seas. Cool thing is, like I said, Christmas is coming. You're not a believer. I am, and so I'll be talking about it. But the thing is, we're all trying to figure out if the contract service industry of Ethereum is supposed to be hitting $2,000 by the next the second quarter of next year, then why isn't it taking it off? Why is it not actually going up? It's because all the scam coins that have been out there buying and selling hey, what's going on? So we know that if you're an Ethereum buyer, then your investments are about to take off, because everyone's realized that not every ICO is going to make them a ton of money, and so people are realizing that they do need to go out there and invest their time and their energy of saying, okay, who the people are in the ICOs, that whether or not they're actually real, first of all, and two, if they can actually execute a proper way. So we're and the second thing with Ethereum is making sure that should the idea actually be into a securities market like what Ethereum offers. So that's the big point, and people are realizing that, once again, not every ICO out there is going to make the money, and two, not every ICO out there is actually going to do what they actually say that they're going to do. So that's pretty cool. Marhaba. I don't know what that means. So it's but anyways, we do know that America has taken number 2 has taken the Ethereum USD pair at 32.7% of the market share, which is pretty cool. So Bitcoin Cash has actually rose 3.7% over the last 24 hours. So with BCH currently trading at $1,500, that's more than 290 million worth of BCH were exchanged within the BCH USD pair. So has Bitcoin Cash actually stable off? I think it has, but we still have a lot to deal with in the BCH world. Whether or not this whole pump and dump was actually a fraud, and two, how is it really going to compete, or is it going to actually compete with the Bitcoin core industry? Of course, there's tons more questions that we all have to ask about Bitcoin Cash, but another big thing is Bitstamp. It's going to launch its Bitcoin Cash trading pairs in December, which is something that a lot of people that were holding Bitcoin Cash were wondering. So for your Bitstamp guys out there, it's announced that it will launch the Bitcoin Cash trading pairs during the first week of December. So it should be sometime out in the next couple weeks, and that the exchange said that Bitcoin Cash will launch with support for 3 trading pairs: BCH USD, BCH Euro, and BCH BTC, which is a given. The Nasdaq here, this is for the guys that we know that Bitcoin itself and the blockchain has taken a hold of the major markets. Once again, the Nasdaq is to build a blockchain voting system for Securities Depository Strate. What does that mean? Well, they state that the solution aims to serve our clients' needs across the market for transfer securities to issuers, custodians, and assets managers, and those holding the shares to listed companies are going to be more validated when it's on the blockchain because it can't be corrupted by one or two sources, which is great. So now all of a sudden, literally, I know the Nasdaq for a fact they spend millions and millions of dollars to make sure that their database is incorruptible, and two, that the validations of the process will take a quicker time. One, we do know that yes, the Nasdaq industry can be corrupted, and two, that and their security measures, this should actually save them millions of dollars. So that's pretty cool that we know that the Nasdaq is now going to be accepting the Nasdaq, so which is cool. So I've got multiple screens on here. I'm talking to Twitter. I'm talking to Facebook. It's all really good. I'm also looking at a couple different screens. So another question that just got asked is how high is Bitcoin going to go? So we're looking at $10,000 by the second quarter. So which is pretty cool. And that's not me saying. I'm just looking at the numbers. And so for the guys who are looking at Bitcoin, I'm saying by May you're gonna see Bitcoin at $10,000. It can hit 50,000. However, though we're not talking this year though. That if it hits 50,000 by the end of this year, you're looking at a large bubble, and you're looking at a crash that is more likely to happen than if it just keeps rising and the technology and the popularity holds steady. So which is good. Yeah, I agree. I don't want to crash too, but thing is, as currency of certain countries keep failing and more people are looking towards the blockchain for trading e-commerce, then it's going to be a slow by slow basis. And remember, we still have another generation that's out there that believes in what Jamie Dimon said. Nothing against Jamie Dimon, that, you know, granted he just doesn't understand the technology. And so his stupidity and his mouth that got him in trouble. What's going on with the with the bank? So the Raiffeisen Bank Institutional has become the first Australian bank to join the R3 Distributed Ledger, the DLT consortium. In other words, now that the banking system, so they're one of the first banks in the southern part of the world that have now taken this to a whole new level. They're saying they're probably worried about what's going on with the industry. However, though, the industry is ready for the banking system to jump on. Now, Litecoin. What's going on with Litecoin? Until more and more people start going on, are able to start trading Litecoin as a payment system, Litecoin will hold steady as it is. So until Amazon starts accepting Litecoin and other major companies, Litecoin is not going to grow as much as it should. And that's the way that game rolls. Now, as far as Ethereum goes, Ethereum has now become a major player in the security industry. And so with that said, we're starting to see that Ethereum is now, past $400. All the scams are really starting to, to level off, and people aren't going to be dumping their Ethereum as they were, just a few months ago. And so the market's going to get stronger for Ethereum as time goes on. But once again, but there are still hundreds of companies that are still popping up for ICO sales with Ethereum, and it's going to be up to the people to realize that if this is a legitimate company and with a legitimate product, then go ahead and invest in it. But the illegitimate of the frauds that are still out there are big in securities that people actually realize that it's a scam. So one, if you can't find, so do I suggest investing in lending? Okay, so I'm assuming that you're talking about Bitcoin, BitConnect. Being Irish, I know a lot about what's going on with the European Union, and it's real easy to set up a company in London saying that you're going to do X, Y, and Z, but now all of a sudden they're having the tax fraud investigation starting to look into them because they can't actually find them. Until several measures start cleared up, until London's can talk to these guys. Okay, the U.S. tech. Once again, it looks like another Ponzi scheme to me. I really want, because if you get credited for bringing more people on, that's a little weird. I don't like MLMs. I'm against MLMs. Yes, certain MLMs when they first got started have great products, but when it comes to, I'm a control freak. I like seeing what's going on. There's still not enough evidence for me to view towards me liking it, but we'll see. I mean, please just do your own investigation. So, and that's true. A lot of people have made money from these MLMs, but I also know people that they've made money in the MLMs, but they can't pull it out yet. They haven't been able to deposit into their own wallet, which is something that I'm worried about. Unless I can have full control over it and move my money wherever I want to. You know, if you're requiring me to invest in your company and make a lot of money in the Bitcoin, but I can't touch it for the next year or 2 years, I see that as a problem. So that's one of my concerns. So to wrap this thing up, because I've got a lot of work to do here at Malairtebitcoin.com, the state of crypto, what's going on with all the major currencies. Bitcoin is up less than 1% at $8,200. Litecoin is up 5.2%. Awesome. And Ether's up 3.8%, or 3.08%, holding at against the Bitcoin at 0.0488. And so with that, what that means, Ether is up 4.27% against the US dollar. Dash is down 2.76%. The problem is Dash, it's got a great marketing department out there. You get paid to market Dash. That is awesome. However, though, with Dash in the industry itself, this technology is not really compatible with a lot of businesses, as where Bitcoin is coming out with new products to make it more easier with Bitcoin, with the corporations. Zcash is down 2.55%. Why Zcash is down? People have started taking off their profits, so which is normal. All right. So Monero is down 1.09%. Once again, people are taking off the profits against the U.S. dollar. Ether Classic is down 1.29% against the Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash is up 3.12%, which is something that we were all wondering with that huge spike that happened last month, or this month. IOTA is down 15%. What's going on with the IOTA? There are some great information on YouTube to find out more about what's going on with IOTA. IOTA just seems like one of those coins that they promise a lot, but people are realizing that nothing's going to happen with them. It's a shame because some of the stuff that they had out there was actually pretty prevalent for the future. Waves is down 3.72%. With Waves down being 3.72%, the industry was just taking money off the top because of the Christmas holidays, and Strate is up 3.99%, which is Good to hear. So once again, with the market, with Bitcoin market actually being stable, that's one of the you're going to see a lot of playing going on. So which ICOs are going to be stable? Which ones aren't? Which ones are actually going to be profitable, and which ones aren't? It's a day-by-day trade. We're going to see what's going on. I know Power has seen a lot of good information and being profitable towards a lot of people. Power Ledger, it's only up 5% compared to yesterday. Have we seen the worst of Power, the Power Ledger, as far as being an ICO that's profitable? Who knows? What else is going on? The Nexus coin is up 71%. So what's going on with them? Club Coin, I don't see that going anywhere. I met a Decred guy yesterday. So the Decred guy, if you're a Decred coin holder, one thing that he wanted me to share on my channel, Decred is actually giving away $10,000 if you can find out what Decred is and use it towards a new product or service that they haven't already thought of. So in other words, if you can write a paper stating that this is going to be the best thing for Decred and make it very popular, then they'll actually give you $10,000 in Decred. So that actually enticed me quite a bit, you know. I currently have only made $1,000 yesterday through buying and selling. And what Malairte Bitcoin is all about is we actually trade on your behalf through your Bittrex account, and that we buy and sell. So in other words, you hold full control over all your altcoins. We just buy and sell on an automation basis. So if you hold more than 2 Bitcoins, we guarantee you almost 1.5 to 2% a day on your market through just buying and selling. Too good to be true. Look me up. I will show you proof on my own account. Since I am the owner of the company, I'm not going to BS you. I'll just give you the 14,000 trade Excel spreadsheet that I currently hold. In fact, it might be 15,000 today. So anybody who wants to know, go to malairtebitcoin.com. That's MALAIRTEBITCOIN.com. Saying, hey, listen, I'm interested in seeing your information. I can do that, not a problem. In fact, if you go to my YouTube channel, malairtebitcoin.com, and look at the end of this list, I'll actually show you what trades I'm currently doing right now at 11:30 a.m. my time, Central Standard Time of the United States. And so I'm just buying and selling, and of course, from my wallet point of view, I only have 23. What is it? Yeah. Oh, hey, cool. I'm at $24,000, and last week I was at 17,000. Repeat what you said about the fork. I don't know anything about it. Of course, there's a lot of things that I am trying to get my hands wrapped around, especially Christmas now. My wife's out, she's shopping. I'm thinking, how many Bitcoins do I just need to sell to stay afloat? It's wild. No, she's already got a good sized diamond. It's that I thought in about 5 more years at our 10th anniversary, she'll be getting another one. So if it wasn't for her, this thing would never take off. So I love my wife to death. I just don't show it enough. I know it's my fault. It's always the guy's fault. Oh, BTC Diamond. You know what? Let me research it and get back to you on that note. So, getting done with Thanksgiving, I'm a little bit tired. So the question was, how are you? It's like, I'm actually exhausted because of Thanksgiving. We're hosting it. So, but that is it. I've actually got to get back to work. Hey, tell your friends about Malairtebitcoin.com. Whether or not you subscribe to my channel or not, that's great. Whether or not if you're interested in, hey, so did my father-in-law. So he said he bought 4 Bitcoins at 5,200. He's real happy right now. I mean, talking about, almost $10,000, $11,000 in profit. That's a lot better than any bank can give you. So from all of us here at MalairteBitcoin.com, I've got 2 great things that are staring at me right out the door. It's bathroom break for them, but also everyone who works around the world with MalairteBitcoin.com, trying to give you the software that you deserve, to trading, give you the returns that you deserve. That's all we do. But if you're interested in seeing more of a demo of what Malairte will do, just log on to MalairteBitcoin.com. We're a high frequency trading firm that does micro trades, and we will be extending our software on version 2 to Polynex, Kraken, Cryptopia, and Robinhood. So for people who are interested in the whole Robinhood, if they're into the Nasdaq and you want us to micro trade for you and to make a profit off of the 5,000 stocks that are currently in the Nasdaq today, we can do that. So once again, from all of us here at MalairteBitcoin.com, life is good. So we've got to go. I got to let my puppies out, and y'all have a great day.